Hey, congratulations for your film. How does it feel that is being showcased here at Screamfest?
It feels amazing because, I mean, LA, you got to have a premiere at LA. And to be at TLC Chinese is like incredible. And we're in Theater 6, which is gorgeous. Like, I just went in there and the picture and the audio kicks ass. Like, I am so excited. And my editor and my composer are here, and it's the first time they're seeing it on a big screen. So I am so jazzed for them to see it here. Yeah.
Now, of course, we have to ask is what initially drew you to this project?
Well, so it's the first film that I'm directing that's narrative. I've directed a couple docs. I wanted something very right now. And I also wanted something creepy. I'm not like a spectator in the genre, world. I love this. I love horror, I love thrillers. I tend to go less gore, more thrill, more, scare factor. And so I was looking for something really compelling. That's a word I use a lot. I love compelling, just stuff that kind of makes you lean in. And we're having a minute right now, so it's like having a female protagonist would be cool. And having a woman that's not perfect was really important to me because right now I feel like, we don't have to put all women on a pedestal. We are also normal. We're not perfect. We're flawed. And I thought it would be really interesting to have a main character that was pretty flawed and that you don't know if you're rooting for her or against her. And also, she is toyed with and messed around with, and she doesn't give up. She's a fighter. And I thought, oh, yeah, we need, this is a fun role to kind of put out there. And it's also a bit of a cautionary tale, because it's kind of where social media could already be going. And I think it'll make us all reevaluate the hours we spend on social media, and also if we're being responsible and what we're putting out there could have impact on people we don't know. And so I think this film has a lot to talk about in those regards.
Now, how was your overall transition? I mean, you said you went from documentary to the narrative because this is your directorial debut. How was that experience for you?
It's obviously very different. The good thing is that I had started as a stage director. So I was pretty comfortable directing actors and really kind of coming to the crux of moments and scenes. And to me, it's always about the story. So I used that experience producing a lot of indie films. So I got to work with first-timers and experienced people. So I learned what not to do and what works well. So that really helped. And then the feature docs I worked on, it's always about uncovering things and making it, really feeling what you're learning about, what you're exposing to the viewer. And so I thought, what better film to kind of use that? Because I really want the viewer to feel like they're in the this could happen. This is right now. We're just learning about this person's life. And so I think that kind of exploring and wanting to uncover really came in handy for this. And, sure, working with a bigger crew and being the director, you have 10 people asking questions at once was different, but I'm a total overthinker and probably ADHD person. I'm always got 10 things going on in my mind at once. So, I could be talking to 2 people here and 3 more over there. And so I guess that worked.
I know it's always interesting because a lot of people would like to make their feature directorial debut with a horror film, but you went into a subgenre that's described as a psychosexual thriller, which is even an elevated difficulty.
It is. I think I love thrillers, and I love turning things on their head. Like a documentary I did was called An Affair of the Heart, and it was, I remember a few people said it's like a new style of music doc, and so I love taking a genre and giving it a little turn. And it was a little daunting, to take this on because I didn't have a lot of places or films I could look at. I mean, Hitchcock for this was a big influence. So it was kind of learn a little bit by fire, but also on an indie film, we were a small crew. There's no time almost to be nervous because from the minute you get up in the morning, it's all go, go, go. You get on set and and I did a lot of prep. I believe very heavily that your movie is made in pre-production. And if you haven't thought it through in pre-pro, when a problem comes up on set or anything, it's going to really screw you up. So
what's next after this?
I am very excited. I'm working with a producer that I'm really excited to work with, David Higgins, and we have talk about another elevated horror. It's a little bit more in the horror world. It's called It Walks Among Us. And yeah, it's a character driven, there's a monster, but it's very much about isolation and fitting in and what is a family and do we get to, add people to our family. And I'm extremely excited about it. We're hoping to shoot it in the spring. And then Danny and I, the writer of this film, we have started to work on a sequel. We had a trilogy in mind, but we got to see how well this first one does.
Oh, you'll notice in an hour here.
That's right. So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Sylvia.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
All right.